Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Madison, and if you're new here, I do make writing content. It has been a very long time since I've made a video, and I'm just really happy for my creative juices to be flowing again, and I feel more confident in myself to be able to deliver good thought out content. I think before I was a little hesitant because I just didn't feel like my content was up to par with everyone else's. But at the end of the day, this is supposed to be very fun for me, and it's something that I've always wanted to do, and I think I was just kind of sucking the fun out of it in a way. But enough of that. Today's video is going to be about organizing and resetting and planning for my WIP, and I'm so excited. I have the mood set. You can't really tell because I have both of my ring light and my lamp on, but I have a candle, I have my diffuser, I have my water, I have pumpkin candy. And overall, I'm just excited to be making another video again. So let's get into it. So I know it's dark. I know it's really dark, but I wanted to have the vibes when I started to write. So I just went ahead and turned the lamp off. It was just a little too bright for me. But I just wanted to mention that my work in progress will be going up on Wattpad. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh my gosh, Wattpad, are you serious? I know everyone has their opinions on Wattpad, but I really do think that they have grown ever since I first started reading off of them. There are a lot of opportunities for creators to get paid for their submissions and to grow in the community. So I really want to use the opportunity that I have with being a lover of Wattpad, all things Wattpad. I have loved that stupid app since I was like 11, and it's just so crazy to see how much that it's grown and changed throughout the time that I've been on it. Recently I've been reading on it again. It's just a very comfortable format for me. It's just more simple, in my opinion, to read. It's easier to read on Wattpad than it is regular books because they have the spacing. If I remember, I will leave a little picture if you're not familiar with how people write on Wattpad. There's a certain type of spacing that you do when you write, and it's just so much easier for me to digest than an actual book. So yeah, I would love to have one of my books become a Wattpad original, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to go down that route and see if my pitch is good enough for the Wattpad team. So as of right now, my work in progress, brand spanking new, it is bare bones. It is very bare. I don't even have the names yet of my characters, so we're gonna do that today. So it's 6 o'clock now. I plan to write till about 9. And when I say write, I mean like world build, get everything that I need to get done for today until 9 o'clock. Right now, I'm just working on getting a Notion template and figuring out the characters' names and what they look like. Because like I said, it's very bare bones for this one. So we're gonna do that, and we're going to also play around with different archetypes. I don't want to get too deep into trying to world build today, but I do have a few ideas that I want to just jot down and see if I can get any like different, like I said, like archetypes that I think that the characters kind of match and vibe with. I like using those as a reference sometimes, so that my characters can be more fleshed out in the end. So I found this template on Notion. It's very simple. So just hitting view template, and this is kind of what it looks like. I don't think the pictures are loading right now, but I like how bare it is so that I can just add up anything that I want to add up. I really love to use Notion for everything. Like I said, I already have some of my work in progresses here already that I've been working on. So yeah, we are going to get into it. So not to get too deep into it, because if I do, I'm never going to finish. I'm never going to get anything done today. But I am working on the main character's name. And if you saw one of my previous videos, I love working on character names. It's just so much fun. I want an old-timey fashion name. And I'm on Pinterest, of course, just to see, you know, it's kind of easy to look on Pinterest to see different names. But I'm kind of thinking of a variation of Nora, Rowena, or Celine, which Celine isn't that old of a name, but I think I can kind of get it to where it has more of an antique vibe to it if I really try. I'm not really sure. Okay, stay with me. I like the name Maud. I know that's kind of like really old-timey, but I like the name Maud. And right now I'm just scrolling through trying to see, I don't know. I'll have to get back to you guys on it, but I will definitely let you know when I figure out the main character's name. I swear I'm not gonna get over the names, but Poppy is so cute. Dottie, such a cute name. Dottie is such a cute, cozy, like cute little coquette name. Like Feather, Flossie, Dovey, which is super cute. Bluebell, which is cute, but it reminds me of the cheese. So maybe not that one. Lacey is really cute. Locket. Okay. Lilibet. I don't know. We might have to skip over the names right now because it just takes me so long to figure out. I was also thinking Samara, which is completely different from what I'm saying right now. I think Samara is a very beautiful name, and I was thinking a variation from, instead of Celine, maybe Zoline. Zoline is very pretty. But we might have to skip over the names entirely because I'm gonna be at this forever. I'm gonna be at this all night. And one more thing about names, I think it's so funny. I put so much stock into finding a really strong, present girl name for my main characters, who are usually always girls. And for the boys, I'm like, Orion is good. Like, Sean, like, like, it's so mindless with boys, but I put so much pressure on the girls' names that they have to be whimsical and ethereal and a tinge of goth, but vintage, and, you know, all of this different stuff that I create different variations of them. And, you know, Matthew is fine. So I figured out the name situation. Now it is time for me to start getting all the information that I possibly can about my characters and putting them into my Notion template. So I'm in a really good spot right now. I could definitely stop. I kind of want to read a little bit just to get the energy and the juices flowing a little bit more before I stop. It's like 7:30 right now. I could definitely go for a little bit longer, but I do kind of want to read a little bit just to give myself just a teeny little break. And then I think I'm gonna try to make like a fake like cover art for the book, just to, I don't know, just give me a little bit of something. Pretty much got the characters in my, I kind of got the characters how I want them to be so far. I'm definitely not done plotting or planning or anything like that, but I definitely have a little bit of what I want the characters to be. And usually when I look at a book cover like that I've made, I just get really excited and it gives me motivation because I'm like, oh, okay, like I can actually do this. So I think after I read a little bit, I'm going to try to make a book cover, and then I'm going to stop for the day and then maybe read again and scroll on TikTok for a little bit before I go to bed. So we'll see how things go. So here's my little cover that I made. This took me like 5 seconds with Canva. I didn't really put any effort into it at all. It kind of looks a little basic, but I just wanted something simple just to look at to get my energy going and like, you know, like the process kind of, I don't know. I just like having it. I just like having a little like a little basic cover that I can look at when I feel low, like, you know, a little bit with low motivation. I wanted to put in trees. I definitely wanted like a forest type vibe because most of the scenes are going to be in a forest, so I wanted to have that vibe going on in the cover, and that's exactly what I did. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the name The Lost Witch, but that's just the working title. Y'all, I just started this today and I'm already thinking about the title, but I just wanted to have something. I wanted to have something just to look at. I hate having my work in progresses not have a title. I just hate just calling it project something or something like that. I've done that with one of my projects and with one of my work in progresses, and I just hate it so much. So I knew I had to do some little something to hold me over. I think I'm gonna read a little bit and then maybe come back to it. It is about 7:41, so I have until 9. Is usually when I start to wind down. So I have until 9 to do everything that I want to do with the story tonight, and then yeah, I'll check back in with you around 9 o'clock. See ya. So my last clip was 2 days ago. Y'all, I have been adulting very, very hard, and you know, I'm not quite used to it. I'm not quite used to it yet. So I haven't really been able to get to the project since that night that I recorded, but I did just want to do an official outro. And don't mind my little striped shirt I am in my matching jammies, so don't not too much on me, not too much on the set. This was a Christmas gift and it's really cute. So I just wanted to close out the video saying that, you know, if you ever feel like you'll never write again, and that when you do write, you don't feel like it's good enough, it is good enough and you will write again. And it's not even that in these past few months, like that, oh, I've been in a dark place and I've been depressed and I've been this and that. Not really. It's just, I just didn't feel like, I could ever do it. Like I could ever write and something come out of it. And I really want to challenge myself with this project to really figure out who I am within myself as a writer, if that makes sense, and to kind of recognize myself as a writer, because I will like when people ask me what I like to do, I will say that I like to write, but it's very seldom that I say that I'm a writer, I guess, and or an aspiring author, at least not in like my everyday, you know, day-to-day type of vibe. And I just kind of want to change that narrative and be more kind of aligned with who I was when I was younger and all the confidence that I had in my writing when my writing was terrible. I mean, obviously, you know, you're 10 years old, you kind of think that you can outright anyone. But, you know, back then I was just confident. Like, I just thought I had it in the bag. Like, I didn't go back over and over again with my writing and go back and forth with my confidence. I just had it. And at the end of the day, I want to be my younger self and kind of uplift myself now, my adulting self now, and tell myself, like, hey, you can write if, you know, if you put your mind to it, you work hard, you push yourself, you will be able to be a successful writer. So I don't know if anyone else needs to hear that or if it's just me, if I'm just speaking to the void, but I wanted to say it anyway before I, you know, just left the video kind of on a weird, not a weird note, but kind of left it, you know, left you guys hanging. I also want to say that if you want to follow me on Wattpad or if you want to keep up with this journey, I really do want to try hard to post weekly. I've never actually been able to post weekly before, and I think that it would be really fun to challenge myself and to really get in there and try to see what I can do. I know that NaNoWriMo is kind of not happening for most writers right now, just because there were some things going on last year. I'm not really up to date with it. I never really did NaNoWriMo a whole lot like that. I used the word count like once or twice. I just never really kept up with it. So I wasn't planning on doing Nano anyway, but if you know of anyone who's doing any writing challenges, please feel free to leave a note, not a note, leave a comment, because I would love to get in on a writing challenge for the end of the year. My goal is for 10,000 words by the end of the year, which for me is a lot. I think the most I've ever written in a story is 20,000, and 20,000 and some change, and that took a few months. So, but I really want to try to do something this year with my writing and try to take it somewhere instead of just having, you know, archives and everything is just kind of piling up. Like, I just kind of start having ideas after idea after idea and not really knowing what to do with them and kind of letting them sit and just not really being proactive with who I want to be and what I want to do. So, gonna try my best to at least start, and that's what I like about putting it on Wattpad is because, one, you create a community on Wattpad because, you know, there's the comments that you can comment on books, which I absolutely love. And two, I love that readers will give you feedback, even if it's unsolicited, even if it's like feedback you don't really want, you still get feedback from your, did I say listeners? I meant readers if I said listeners. You get feedback from your readers which I think would be very helpful for someone like me who is, I've never taken like a writing class before, or, you know, been in a, like in a workshop or a seminar or anything like that with writing. I've never had anyone read any of my stories. So it would be really, for me, Wattpad is just kind of that nice thing to have. I never got into the AO3 scene. It's just kind of hard to navigate. Even I feel like when you have to watch tutorials on how to work it, it's like, okay, all right. But anyway, I am kind of rambling. Yeah, if there are any type of writing challenges, or if you're doing a writing challenge and you just made up the writing challenge, please feel free to comment down below what you're doing. I would love to do it with you. I think that would be really fun. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good day. I hope that you guys are making some good progress in your stories. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. All right, I am going to chill out. I think I'm gonna read a little bit more. I don't know if I'm gonna write tonight. It's already late. It's already around 9. As you can tell, I look sleepy. So I'm probably not gonna write, but I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.